Ja, now we're gonna just went like this. And then she
Pretty sure that's not.
He's a solid man.
Oh, man, that's a sax.
So I went right there to. I went into the
sax wielder. Different.
Panama.
It's Bill Clinton.
Only 20 shillings. And he said,
Oh, hey there. We didn't see you. We are.
Couldn't even slit it.
We're on.
Ahoy there, mateys. We be pirates of the Piedmont. From here in Martinsville, Virginia. And we're here to sing you a few little sea shanties, pub songs, and originals. So batten down the hatches, because it's going to be quite a ride. This first song is called Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants. It's about one of our biggest foes who sometimes we encounter, and he is a very unique opponent because, in fact, he is a pirate cat.
He's ferocious and he's fearless, and his face is full of fur.
He'll leave you dead at the doorstep if you are a bird.
His teeth are sharp, his claws are long. He's a pirate cat.
He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants. He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants. He's a kitty cat captain who leaves his life to chance. He's the finest fighting feline from Finland down to France. He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants.
If you get on his bad side, he'll make you walk the plank.
He runs with shady characters like old Possum Frank.
He has the loudest purr that's heard throughout the night.
He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants. He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants. He's a kitty cat captain who leaves his life to chance. He's the finest fighting feline from Finland down to France. He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants.
Watch out when he gets those crazy eyes with that look.
Jump right off, abandon ship, cause murder is afoot.
He'll take a flying leap right off the mizzenmast.
He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants. He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants. He's a kitty cat captain who leaves his life to chance. He's the finest fighting feline from Finland down to France. He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants. He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants. He's a kitty cat captain who leaves his life to chance. He's the finest fighting feline from Finland down to France. He's Captain Seamus McWhiskerpants.
So let me introduce the Pirates of the Piedmont crew. All the way from the bayou swamps, we have Powder Monkey Matt. Playing the squeeze box over there. Getting the only kind of hugging that he can get. Just kidding.
Oh, it be true.
We have Danny Boy. Behind me, we have the happiest pirate you'll ever meet. His name be Jolly Josh.
Pleased to meet you there.
And off to this side, playing the little Mandalorian, we have Mad Thad.
I be mad, Thad.
He be crazy.
Oh, he's a fool.
And then I be the unfortunate captain of this crew. My name be Captain Hack Attack. All right, so this is a song called Riley's Daughter. It's about the time I tried to ask the hand of marriage of a pretty lad, but old Riley, with his big bass drum, he was not about
You
it.
mean less.
You mean last.
Less, girl. Or
What
you
did I
mean
say,
lad?
lad?
Or you mean lad, I don't know.
Yeah, same thing. This song's called Riley's Daughter. As I was sitting by the fire, talking to O'Reilly's daughter, suddenly a thought came into me head. I'd like to marry O'Reilly's daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your old big drum. O'Reilly played on the big bass drum. Riley had a mind for murder and slaughter. Riley had a big red glittering eye, kept that eye on his lovely daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your old big drum. Her hair was black and her eyes were blue. The colonel and the major and the captain sought her. The sergeant and the private and the drummer boy too never had a chance with O'Reilly's daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your old big drum. I got me a scratch and a quarter too. Got me a ring and a married quarter. Settled me down for a peaceful life. Happy as a king with O'Reilly's daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your old big drum. Suddenly a footstep on the stair. Should it be but O'Reilly up for slaughter with 2 pistols in his hand, looking for the man that had married his daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your old big drum. I caught O'Reilly by the hair, rammed his head in a pail of water, fired his pistols into the air, damn straight quicker than I married his daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley, giddy-yi-yay. Played on your old big drum. Fresh fish. So before we go any further, we want to make sure we give a big shout out to Theatre Works for having us here.
Yes.
And make sure you click the donate link. This is a community theater, and they didn't invite us. We just showed up because we're pirates, and that's what we do. But all the money goes towards them and all their wonderful programs that they do. Actually, coming up in 2 weeks. Can you talk a little about it?
Hey, they be having a Christmas special, December the 3rd. That's the whole announcement.
Yeah! Merry Christmas!
Okay, this is an original song about a baby Captain Pirate.
The most controversial song.
Yes, if you got wee ears that are offended by baby functions or piratical actions, you might want to close your ears. He gurgles and coos and he pees and he poos and is sleepy when it's quiet. He sails and he steals and he tortures and kills. He's the baby Captain Pirate. Well, though he looks cute, he'll stab and he'll shoot. He's a scoundrel, a thief, and a liar. He's ragged and rusty, but when he gets fussy, he needs a pacifier. He gurgles and coos and he pees and he poos and is sleepy when it's quiet. He sails and he steals and he tortures and kills. He's a baby Captain Pirate.
His eyes they pierce, his leadership stares. He's the one the crew picked. He rules with his fist. He runs a tight ship. He's the master of the poop deck.
He gurgles and coos and he pees and he poos and is sleepy when it's quiet. He sails and he steals and he tortures and kills. He's a baby Captain Pirate. He had no class, but his baby Colorado got him waste on violence when he charges into battle. He gurgles and coos and he pees and he poos and he's sleepy when it's quiet. He sails and he steals and he tortures and kills. He's the baby Captain Pirate. He gurgles and coos and he pees and he poos and he's sleepy when it's quiet. He sails and he steals and he tortures and kills. He's the baby Captain Pirate. Yo ho ho and a bottle of milk. So we introduced the band, but there's one more fellow here who's with us, and he's not a pirate. He's actually a Viking. G. Can you stand up?
Go! Jay!
What's his name again?
I don't know.
G!
G.
Gee, what's your Viking?
Guard.
Girth? Girthy Girt?
Girth.
All right, so the next song is an original tune written, what? By promoted, Powder Monkey Matt. And this song is about a little liquidation made from the spit of the bee. Can you introduce it?
It's a song about me favorite beverage, mead.
That's him.
Well, I found myself in Dublin town and I wanted a drink. So they sent me down to the Black Dog Inn and I paid me 15 clink. They slid me a mug of dark stout beer and I said, oh, is that all? I took one sip and my stomach did flip, so I threw it at the wall. I want mead, I want mead, I want mead, mead, mead. Oh, give me a mug of that Viking stuff. I want mead, mead, mead. Well, I awoke in Derbyshire and I was drunk and mad. So they sent me a hive of honeybees for to see what could be had. They filled me horn with the golden stuff, that honey pure and sweet. And I was drunk as an Irish skunk, it knocked me off me feet. I want mead, I want mead, I want mead, mead, mead. Oh, give me a mug of that Viking stuff. I want mead, mead, mead. Well, I awoke the very next morning, awash in the cold North Sea. I floated ashore on an old seaboard, and Lord, what did I see? Dirty maidens fair with long blonde hair. They had these great big mugs of Viking mead from Viking beans, so I filled up me mug. Yeah! I want mead, I want mead, mead, mead. Oh, give me a mug of that Viking stuff. I want mead, mead, mead. Hush. Well, whiskey's rough, and beer's just stuff, and wine's not fit for swine. But pass me a mug of cold sweet mead, and you'll be a friend of mine. Well, drinking mead, it's my only credo, how I love it so. This morning I had 20 mugs, got 80 more to go! I want mead, I want mead, I want mead, mead, mead. Oh, give me a mug of that Viking stuff. I want mead, mead, mead.
All right, this is an original song. Remember how sad and lonely and pathetic and such a single loser Danny Boy is?
Oh, yes, it's all true.
The only constant in his life, the only one who he could talk to every morning, who will always be there for him, is a garden spider. And he talks to her and tells all his troubles, and her name is Miss Cobb.
She lives on me porch, but for this song, I put her on the beach to make it more piratey and sail out. Miss Cobb is a very best spider who lives in a basket by the sea. She spins her web while I'm in bed and eats fresh scones with tea. As I stepped off from me charter to see where I could go, down on the beach so I could feel the sand between my toes. Well, I had not gone that far when me breeches caught a snag down by my feet where I could see a woven basket by my side. Well, Miss Cobb was the very best spider who lived in a basket by the sea. She spins her web while I'm in bed, then eats fresh scones with tea. Well, I took a gander in the basket, and behold, what did I see? was a spider sitting on a web, sipping on a cup of tea. And it said, "Good evening, governor." In the smallest voice it said, "My name's Miss Cobb. Would you like fried cod with chips and a lump of bread?" Well, Miss Cobb was the very best spider who lives in a basket by the sea. She spins her web while I'm in bed and eats fresh scones with tea. Well, we had a jolly good time as we watched the sea roll by. She knit a scarf around my neck, and then I let out a big sigh. Well, I hate to eat in make haste, but my ship must be away. She said, "You have been the kindest friend, and for you, sir, I shall pray." Well, Miss Cobb was the very best spider who lives in a basket by the sea. She knits her web while I'm in bed and eats fresh scone with tea. Well, Miss Cobb was the very best spider who lives in a basket by the sea. She knits her web while I'm in bed and eats fresh scones with tea.
That was a rollicking little tune.
That was lovely.
If you see us laughing at something off camera, you'll find out in a little bit what that's about.
I see something off the...
You see, out at sea,
You see?
occasionally you see a fin cresting the waters, hunting, and it be a shark.
Oh, it be a shark.
This song is about a shark. Attack.
And you at home, I want you to sing along. Every time I say shark, you need to go, attack! Let's practice that. Shark!
Attack!
Shark!
Attack!
Oh, I can hear you all the way uptown. Have you ever had the notion when you're swimming in the ocean, it's not your mother or your father, something else is in the water? Shark! Attack! Shark! Attack! Shark! Attack! Beware the shark attack! You see a ripple in fear, you cripple, you see the tip of the fin before you know he's circling. Shark! Attack! Shark! Attack! Shark! Attack! Beware the shark attack! You try to swim, but it closes in. No, it's too late, you've sealed your fate. You close your eyes and start to pray. Shark! Attack! Shark! Attack! Shark! Attack! Beware the shark attack!
I never wanted to hurt you. I just wanted to show you my love. Kindness is my virtue. So come and give me a hug.
Don't do it! Shark! Attack! Shark! Attack! Shark! Attack! Beware the shark attack! Hey! Thanks for singing along.
Give it to the shark, everybody.
Let's hear it for Left Shark.
Left shark.
Love you.
Perry halftime show.
Yes. Okay. I think you need to get some water on those gills. We'll see you in a bit, Left Shark.
It looks a bit dry.
So this be a true story. I wasn't always the captain, the big, slim, muscular captain that you see today.
Godlike.
I have the body of a god.
Physically.
Buddha.
Like a Greek god.
So,
Chiseled.
with just the sand or just. Okay. So, when I was a little wee lad, I started off as a cabin boy when my ship was overtaken, or some kind of backstory. Anyway, this song is about the worst kind of punishment you can get. It's the scourging with the cat o' nine tails. But this isn't just any normal cat o' nine tails.
No.
Nothing be normal.
This is a whip with 9 cats, and their tails are all tied together, and just listen. Well, my name is Felix. I have a tale to tell of a punishment even worse than heck. It'll cut you down and it never fails. It's a scourging with the cat o' nine tails.
Cat o' nine tails, cat o' nine tails. Don't get whipped by the cat o' nine tails. But it's not a cat with 9 tails. It's 9 cats with 1 tail each, which adds up to 9.
Well, I sailed with them and we plundered well and divided up all the loot with all. But my wrists are tied and my back is 'cause I was caught taking more than my share. Cat o' nine tails, cat o' nine tails.
Don't get whipped by the cat o' nine tails. But it's not a cat with 9 tails. It's 9 cats with 1 tail each, which adds up to 9.
This is so dumb. They stared me down and pulled out a sack and took out 9 all mangy cats. They tied the cat's tail to the handle of a whip. They swung it back and let it rip. Cat o' nine tails, cat o' nine tails.
Don't get whipped by the cat o' nine tails. But it's not a cat with 9 tails. It's 9 cats with 1 tail each, which adds up to 9.
Well, the cats were angry from being swung around, and because their tails were tied together, they were all loud. And every time that the whip hit me, the 9 cats, they all scratched and bit me.
Cat o' nine tails, cat o' nine tails. Don't get whipped by the cat o' nine tails. But it's not a cat with 9 tails. It's 9 cats with 1 tail each, which adds up to 9.
Just wait. Well, the cats, oh, and the cats were dying because they whipped on my hide, and because they were hit so hard, they all died, and that was no fun. But 9 cats times 9 lives is never done, because 9 times 9 is
81! Cat o' nine tails, cat o' nine tails. Don't get whipped by the cat o' nine tails. But it's not a cat with 9 tails. It's 9 cats with 1 tail each, which adds up to 9.
no. I shouldn't have had so much bottled water before this. All right. So, we like to have kind of some contrast, some juxtaposition, some yin and yang, some horrible and some lovely, some ugly and some beautiful. We're gonna transition to beautiful from me. And Danny Boy right here is going to sing a lovely public domain song. We looked it up called Oh Tiny Boy.
Oh, tiny boy.
Oh Tiny Boy.
Song about
Wait, he's gonna sing now? He's gonna sing now?
boys, line 'em up. It's a song about my grandfather, who was also named Danny Boy.
And
I'm
me father,
Danny Boy
also
Jr.
named Danny.
Anything else?
No.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses are falling. It's you must go and I must bide.
Welcome ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be there in sunshine or in shadow.
Oh Danny boy, I love you so.
And if you come when all the flowers are dying, and I am dead as dead I well may be, will you find the spot where I am lying? Kneel there and say an Ave there for me,
And I shall hear the soft you tread above me, and all my dreams will warmer, sweeter be. If you'll not fail to tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. And I shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think after this show, I'm gonna call my mom.
That was pretty.
Okay, so enough of that beauty and grace. We're gonna sing a song called The Wild Rover. In the key of G. It's the key of the people.
I believe we start with the refrain on this one, boys. Let's go.
And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. Well, I've been a wild rover for many a year, and I sell me money on whiskey and beer. Well, now I'm returning with gold and great store, and I'll never will play the Wild Rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more.
I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money's all spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me,
Nay! Such a customer as you, I can have any day!
And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more.
when I pulled from me pocket 10 shillings bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide. delight. And she said,
They have whiskey and wine to the best. And the words that I spoke before were only in jest.
and it's no, nay, never.
No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more.
I'll go home to me parents, confess what I've done. And I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And as they've caressed me as oftentimes before, I never will play the Wild Rover no more.
And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover.
No, never.
No more.
One last time.
And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover.
No, never.
No more. Oh, we are so contrite. We got time for one more song.
I thought we were gonna raid and pillage.
We will raid and pillage afterwards. Just have patience, Mr. Viking.
Told you to raid this before we left.
Mostly raid.
Don't make me turn this show around.
Key of D minor, I think.
D minor? Yeah,
C minor?
that's probably right.
D minor? Yeah.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning, stuffing upstairs down his britches, stuffing upstairs down his britches, stuffing upstairs down his britches. Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning, run up the mast like the Jolly Roger, run up the mast like the Jolly Roger, run up the mast like the Jolly Roger. Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning, throw him in the brig until he's sober, throw him in the brig until he's sober, throw him in the brig until he's sober. Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning, put him in the scuppers with the hose pipes on him, put him in the scuppers with the hose pipes on him, put him in the scuppers with the hose pipes on him. Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor.
I like that.
Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning, make him dance the hip and jig, make him dance the hip and jig, make him dance the hip and jig. Early in the morning, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, up she rises. Early in the morning. Okay. All right, me lads, are you ready for the worst punishment that you can give to a drunken sailor?
Oh no.
It's
it's
the worst
not the
thing
cat of nine tails,
possible.
is it?
Are you ready?
Is it worse than the cat of nine tails?
It's way worse than that. Here it comes. Make them listen to Pirates of the Piedmont. Make them listen to Pirates of the Piedmont. Make them listen to Pirates of the Piedmont. Early in the morning. Way hey, up she rises. Way hey, up she rises.
drunken sailor. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. Early in the morning.
We are Pirates of the Piedmont. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure you leave us an honest 5-star review.
Or a dishonest 5-star review.
Pirates.
We all need pirates. Another big thanks to Theater Works for putting this all together.
And especially, we got Tom and Jerry. Wait, Tom and Barry.
Michael.
Tom Barry.
And Mike.
And Mike Wazowski. And
Mike Wazowski.
Tom and Mike, thank you for doing the sound and visual. Yeah.
And remember, December 3rd, Christmas show!
Merry Christmas.
And he's gonna cut off while we just act stupid for a little bit.